enough about Dallas. Let's transition to what happened in New Orleans this past Sunday. So the New Orleans Saints this past Sunday in week 1 of the 2020 NFL season defeated the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 34-23. And I will say this about this game. Before I get into how I felt about this game, can we just appreciate the fact that we get to see Tom Brady and Drew Brees still playing football? I mean, Tom Brady, the guy is 43 years old. He's a legend. Drew Brees is 41 years old. He's a legend as well. Tom Brady, this past Sunday, became the oldest player in NFL history to score a touchdown in a game. I mean, that's insane. Tom Brady is an absolute legend. He's the greatest quarterback of all time. Drew Brees, bona fide Hall of Famer. That was greatness that we witnessed on the field this past Sunday. Two great quarterbacks that will definitely go in the Hall of Fame, okay? So I wanted to appreciate that moment, okay? My biggest takeaway, however, is that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers should not be that worried about this loss. Buccaneers fans, don't overreact to this loss too much. This is not something that you should be concerned about. I know everyone wants to bury Tom Brady. They're going to say, Tom Brady looks washed. See, I told you. Did you see Cam Newton? He looked really good versus the Dolphins. Oh, Tom Brady, he's throwing pick sixes. He's falling off a cliff. He's no good. This Buccaneers team is overrated. And I say to those people, hey, go ahead. Laugh all you want for this week. But guess what? I guarantee you, once the playoffs roll around, the Buccaneers, they will be in that tournament. I expect the Buccaneers to still win this division, and you're not gonna be laughing that much longer because the Buccaneers, they're still a very good team in my opinion, okay? Keep in mind the Buccaneers, they were on the road versus a team that won 13 games last year. The Buccaneers, who had a lot of turnover this offseason, had no preseason games. Tom Brady is learning a whole new system. The New Orleans Saints, they seemed much more prepared, as they should have been much more prepared. They returned their entire coaching staff, virtually the same exact roster from a year ago. Not to mention Tom Brady, he threw an interception where he had miscommunication with Mike Evans. There was a blocked field goal in that game. Tom Brady did throw a pick six. Not going to lie to you, Tom Brady did not play his greatest game. Not trying to defend Tom Brady here. There was also a fumble and special teams to the Buccaneers, and ultimately the Saints, they won by 11 points. Congratulations. What do you want, a cookie, New Orleans? You're supposed to win this game. New Orleans is a team that is capable of winning the Super Bowl. And Tampa Bay, to go on the road with no preseason games, learning a whole new system, incorporating all those new parts. In fact, the Buccaneers should be encouraged. This was a one-possession game heading into the fourth quarter. Now, obviously, New Orleans pulled away late, but is anyone totally surprised that New Orleans won this game? If New Orleans lost this game, that says more about New Orleans as a team than it does Tampa Bay. You should not judge the Buccaneers off of 1 week. Give them about 5 to 6 weeks. And if they're struggling by that time, then come talk to me, okay? Then if they're struggling, if Tom Brady is looking washed once again, if he's throwing a bunch of picks, if this team is not disciplined enough and they're losing games, hey, then we can have a conversation. But this is 1 week, people. You guys are such prisoners of the moment, man. It's so crazy. All the things I've been seeing on Twitter, all the people hit me up saying, the Buccaneers suck. And by the way, the Buccaneers are my Super Bowl pick. They are still my Super Bowl pick to this day. I expected the Buccaneers to split with the Saints this year. I expected the Buccaneers to not go undefeated. I mean, guys, calm down. And what I saw from this game is Tom Brady, he is still capable of playing at a high level. Tom Brady actually looked pretty good in this game, in my opinion. Tom Brady, he moved around pretty well, in my opinion, in that pocket. I believe this offense fits Tom Brady. He does not seem uncomfortable in this offense. His arm looks good enough to me. Did you see that 29-yard pass they threw to Chris Godwin? You know, that was early in the game. Did you see those deep bombs they threw to Mike Evans that drew pass interference calls? Did you see that one throw that he made to Scotty Miller that went for a big gain down the sideline? Tom Brady can still push the ball down the field. Tom Brady is no longer an elite quarterback, but he is a quarterback that is more than capable of winning a Super Bowl at this point in his career. He is a quarterback more than capable of going out there and winning 10 to 12 games. Just give this time. It's a whole new system. It's been a weird off season with a whole lot of Zoom meetings, okay? And honestly, I think Bruce Arians did a very good job of incorporating some of the things Tom Brady does well to this offense. There was a lot of quick passes. There were some screen passes. You know, he did a good job of mixing in some deep passes when they need to be, you know, mixed in. And if the Buccaneers are more efficient and they don't have as many penalties, this is a whole different ballgame. And listen, Tampa Bay, they know that they have to clean up the penalties. They know they have to be more efficient. They know they have to be better on special teams. They know they have to get the run game going. I trust Tom Brady. I trust this team to get it together, and listen, over the next couple of weeks, I'm just going to say it right now. I believe heading into the Green Bay Packers game, they're going to be a team that only has one loss. The next couple of games, they face the Panthers at home. They go to Denver on the road. They have a better roster than Denver, in my opinion. Denver has a bad offensive line and no Von Miller and an inexperienced quarterback in Drew Lock. They'll win that game. Chargers up next. Did you see the Chargers versus the Bengals? A 2-win Bengals team the Chargers were struggling with. You mean to tell me Tom Brady and that Buccaneers squad can't beat that team at home? And then at Chicago, I know Chicago looked good versus Detroit, but I'm not going to, praise Chicago too much just because Detroit was a three-win team from last year. When they face Green Bay, they'll only be a one-loss team. And they actually might beat Green Bay because by that time, Tom Brady and his team will probably be comfortable. They'll be, more familiar with each other, and they'll be more in sync, in my opinion, okay? So listen, please stop overreacting. I still believe the Buccaneers are a better team than the Saints. I still have the Buccaneers winning the Super Bowl. I still have the Buccaneers winning this division. Listen, man, Saints fans, you can flex all you want right now, but all I'm going to say is, listen, have your laugh right now because Tom Brady and this Buccaneers team, they're not done yet. Tom Brady is not finished, and I believe Tampa Bay will turn around at some point this season. They will still be a playoff team, and I still have them winning the Super Bowl this year in Tampa Bay in their home stadium. Knock on wood, people, and take that to the bank if you want. Thank you so much for watching this video today. Please also note that the Juice Alert Sports Podcast is not just a YouTube channel. It is available on all podcasting platforms, including Spotify, Google Podcasts, iTunes, and Apple Podcasts. Also, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this content with all your friends. This podcast is my favorite thing in the entire world right now. It is my passion. And I want more people to listen to this podcast. I really want this podcast to grow. Also, a fun fact about me is that I want to go into the sports broadcasting and media world once I graduate from the University of Toledo, a college in Northern Ohio. I am looking to become one of the next great sports broadcasters and analysts out in the world. And I potentially would like to start my own network if this podcast really truly grows. Or if I fall short of that goal, I would love to work for a big-time network like ESPN or Fox Sports 1. I am open to all networks. So if you believe in my dreams and you see or hear my passion through the screen, be sure to tell all your friends about the Juice Alert Sports Podcast. Stay motivated, you guys. Have a God bless day, and I'm out.